Hey guys, it's Tah. Welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. Thanks so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoy it. So today we're going to look at the calendar. We got some good time mail and a little something else that my husband and I were looking for, and we finally found it. So I want to share it with you guys. See if you've ever come across anything like this. So today is Saturday, March 6th, and it is National Dress Day. And tomorrow is March 7th, Sunday, and it is Plant Power Day. So, pretty good days there. Alright, so for the first thing of Good Time Mail, it came from Carmen, which is Broke Budget Fashionista here on YouTube, and Beth, which is Frugal Mama in the Woods. They sent 2 cards, which I'm assuming... let me know for sure. This is your state cards, right? Because if it is, I need to go ahead and highlight Texas off of my map. So let me know down below if that's what this is for. And then on the inside, it says Pokemon cards for Abby. Have a great day. So, show you those real quick. 2 Pokemon cards. And then their cards, I'm not sure... if one person made one, like Beth made one and Carmen made one, or if one person made both. So the first one is a brown bear with red and blue and some cactuses at the bottom. And this one is, I think that's a bobcat or a mountain lion. I don't know. I don't know my cats that well. And some fishing and some more cactus there. So, thank you so much. I really like this picture. This is very pretty. Species of the cat family. Because I don't know. It kind of looks like a bobcat. But I'm not 100% sure. Interesting. Okay, and the next piece of mail comes from Mary Salvato. This is something her and I had talked about for a while now. And it's books, of course. She sent me some books. So the first one is something she put in there. I didn't know she was sending this. This is Princess Diana, her life story, 1961 to 1997. And I remember the whole thing with Princess Diana. Like, I was old enough to know what was going on at that time. I was 10, so I knew like somebody very important, but I didn't understand the whole, I guess, kind of like president versus royal family. Like, as I got older, I learned a little bit more about it, but I understand. But this is going to be neat to read her life story. And on the back, it says, "Do enjoy. Happy Halloween, your friend Mary." So I'm guessing you were going to send that sooner and held back. And then the next thing is a 5-book series we had talked about, and it is by V.C. Andrews, and it is the Castile family series. It's 5 books. The first one is called Heaven, and this was published in 1985. Yes, 1985. And this one says, Heavenly Castile was the prettiest, smartest girl in the backwoods, despite her ragged clothes and dirty face, despite a father meaner than 10 vipers, despite her weary stepmother who worked her like a mule. For her brother, Tom, and the little ones, Heaven clung to her pride and her hopes. Someday they'd get away and show the world that they were decent, fine, and talented, worthy of love and respect. Then Haven's stepmother ran off, and her wicked, greedy father had a vicious scheme that threatened to destroy the precious dream of Haven and the children forever. And I had also read whenever we had talked about it the first time, I had read the synopsis to this one on Amazon, and it mentions that her dad sold her. So I'm thinking that's what they mean by a scheme that threatened. So I don't know if he sold her, if he was gonna sell her. Like, I don't remember the exact thing, but I do remember the Amazon review talking about selling her. So I'm not 100%. So the first one is Heaven, and the second one is Dark Angel. And I'm not going to read the synopsis on each one that continues, because I haven't read any of it yet, so the book 2 might give away something from book 1, and I don't want to do that. So this one is Fallen Hearts. And I did look up the order. This is the order it goes in. And then Gates of Paradise. And then the last one is Web of Dreams. And I really like these little covers. They all have like their own unique. And I can see each one has a photo of a person. So could that possibly be the family members? Because how many siblings does she have? Her brother Tom and the little one. So it doesn't give an exact number. So we don't know how many little ones there are. There could be 3. Because there is only one boy in these pictures. So I'm assuming this one is about Tom. So I don't know. I'm super excited to read those. So I'm going to put those on my close TBR. Thank you so much, Mary. I really, really appreciate it. Okay. And the last little bit of something. So, my husband and I, we talk books, but I'm the one talking. He listens to me, and if it's something that I think he would kind of be interested in, maybe the subject matter, the storyline or something, like I'll talk to him about it and tell him, and we'll just have like a general conversation about it. But he told me about these books that he read when he was a kid, and I was like, oh, even if they're kids' books, like I want to try this. Because it seemed very interesting. He said he remembers it was a Mario book. And when you were reading the book, as you got to certain points in it, it would tell you, it would give you a choice. Like, for instance, do you want to swim to whatever, or do you want to get in a car and go? So you would pick, okay, I'm going to swim. And there was going to be one path you take, and then you can take another. It's kind of like a fork in the road. When you get to each scenario, you pick which way to go. And the book can have multiple endings, multiple mid-storylines. I just thought it was a very interesting book to read, because you can typically read the same book like 20 times depending on how many endings there are. So we decided, we each took our phone and started just randomly Googling stuff the other night. Well, actually, last night. Matter of fact, it was last night. And we finally figured out, I found a book like that with Mario, but he said that wasn't the specific one he read, but they were put out by Nintendo. And each one had alternate endings. And so we looked up one of the Nintendo books, and in order to buy it, it was like $49 on both Amazon and eBay. So he's kind of upset because he doesn't have the books anymore. He's like, if they're going for that price, I should have held on to those. But whatever. So today, Abby had Girl Scouts, and with the Corona rules and stuff, we couldn't be at the booth with them. They have like specific adults, like the troop leader and the co-leader. They're there with the girls, and they have to wear, anyway, I don't want to get into all that. So anyway, while she was there, I went like 3 blocks away to the thrift store just to look, because y'all know I like to go thrifting. And I went in the book section just to see if they put anything out. And I came across 2 books that do the exact type of method that my husband was referring to. And they were 25 cents a piece. 25 cents. So these are part of the Choose Your Own Adventure series, I'm assuming. Like, this is book 66 and 67. I got them for 25 cents a piece. The regular sold for $2.50 in the US and $2.95 in Canada. So these books, this one right here, for instance, it's called Seaside Mystery by Anne Hodgman, and it's illustrated by Judith Mitchell. So at the top of the book, it says, "You're the star of the story. Choose from 23 possible endings." And it says, it's kind of a short thing. It says, "You're spending the summer at Seaside Boarding House. One moonlit night, you hear someone crying on the beach. You peek out your window and you see a mermaid named Tana. You'd like to help her, but she's in a terrible mood. 'I don't know where the rest of the mermaids are,' she snaps. 'I've been looking for 2 days, but I can't find any of them. And if you want to hear any more, you'll have to follow me underwater.' And then it says, 'If you go underwater with Tana, turn to page 36. If you lose your temper and go back to bed, turn to page 4. Whichever you choose, watch out. You've already been seen with Tana, and the two of you face danger. You could wind up as an aquarium exhibit, spin to your death in a whirlpool, or be boiled alive by the sea witch. Or you could discover an island paradise and live there happily ever after. Jeez. What happens next in the story, it all depends on the choices you make. How does it end? Only you can find out. And the best part is that you can keep reading and rereading until you've had not one, but many incredibly daring experiences. So, right off the bat, you're going to talk to the mermaid and you have to make your first decision. And then once you make that decision, you're going to get to a point where you have to make another decision. Like I said, there's 23 possible endings to this. And this one has 29. And this one is called The Secret of the Ninja by J. Leibold. You come to Japan to master the ancient martial art of Aikido. One day your friend Nada summons you to her school. She tells you she's being haunted by a terrible curse that began the day an ancient and mysterious sword arrived in the mail. And now the curse is on you too. To save you both, you must discover the secret of the powerful sword. But how? If you decide to hunt for the person who sent the sword, turn to page 78. If you decide to go back to the past and find the sword there, turn to page 17. So you can make these books really short, or you can make them longer. There's about 115 pages in both of them, so they're not terribly long. So what I have decided, I'm going to read, I think I want to read this one first, the mermaid one. And I'm going to write down the path I take. And then I'm going to read it again. And I'm going to write that path down. And try to get a different path every time to see if I can go on 23 different adventures just to see. So I might vlog it. I don't know exactly. Or I might just kind of tell you about it. I haven't decided yet. So, have you ever read one of these books like this where you have to make choices throughout? Or have you never heard of this like me until you watched this video and I told you about it? I'm used to a book that says, hey, read me from front to back to get the entire story. Not read me and skip around and follow the instructions inside of the book. So, like I said, super excited to read these and see how many adventures I can go on. And like I said, I know these are kids' books, but I'm not really worried. I want to see how this is gonna go. I'm assuming, I keep saying I know these. Okay, YA. Yeah, they're YA. So not like kid, but young adult. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Huge thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to check the links in the description, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, y'all.